Hey guys, welcome back. It's time. We're going to take a look at the Trident Cards ordeal. So, I don't know if Mondays are turning into a little bit of a Game Store Thieves series or upload day. There are always break-ins and stuff going on. In this case, we have somebody that, once again, another incident where they stole in broad daylight, broad store light. And got caught on camera. In this case, I'm going to have to applaud anyone and everyone that shared this out. We're going to take a look at that because they clearly must have seen themselves on camera, on the internet, and knew that there is basically no getting out of it without returning the stolen goods. I still think it's important to share this information. It's a learning experience for the game store to be very careful. Leaving stuff like that out. I saw some people blaming the game store for that. Not cool. I think they have to have some level of trust in their customers, and it's sad that they can't. Again, this is on the person that stole stuff. You can't blame the store, and it's unfortunate that at some point the store either won't exist because of this stuff happening, or it'll be so like locked up and behind glass and bars and everything else that like it's probably not the same experience. I don't want to go in to somewhere that looks like I'm looking through hamster cages at some trading cards. If I'm gonna go in, it's cool. Yes, there should be supervision, and it's tough at times when if a game store employee is overwhelmed. But regardless, we're gonna take a look at everything here, starting with the game store. We're in Nottingham, I believe. The Trident Cards physical location. I'd like to thank Piximon very much. I think she was the first one that had shared this with me and posted it online. You can see here, anyone and everyone that was like retweeting this stuff and getting this information out is you're the superstars. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say exactly at what point who ended up sharing it to the point that this individual saw it. But he saw it, and he brought it back. We got the video footage as well of him bringing it back that they posted on the on their Instagram, their official Instagram. So we'll take a look at that. But let's go through the footage here. And again, this is looking a whole lot like the Ryan Honda incident. And you can see when somebody's stealing something, it's pretty obvious here. You can see that the binder that he's going to put under his bag and kind of like bring it below the counter, so that the shop employee doesn't see it. The way, like the body language and the way that you're like being sneaky about stuff like this, I don't even know what's going through your head at this point. Like, clearly, there's cameras in the store, and like they're not just gonna be like, oh no, we got a very expensive binder that is missing. We definitely should not check the camera footage. And then also the fact that you're in full motorcycle attire, that you've been in the shop before. We're going to go through those details, but let's watch this here. So you see the initial binder. He has his own binders on the counter too. Very sneaky of him. And he's going to stick the store's binder in his bag and then put his own binders away like he's like it never happened. So again, similar to the incident with the Ryan Honda stuff where you're trying to like do a little, oh, I'm just playing with my own stuff. I'm definitely not taking anything that doesn't belong to me. And you can see it's very intentional. Let's go. All right. The footage, the bag. Yeah. So he's like going to hide it behind his own bag. The shop attendant is busy like sorting some stuff. And maybe that's the thing too. Like if I get that you want to be doing as many things as possible, you can't necessarily like have your eyes on him like a hawk the entire time that he's in there. And if it's somebody that's like a repeat visitor that looks like they have money, they refer to how he had a car before. That was, I don't know, it was a convertible or something. And then he's in there on a motorcycle. He's got the gear. You would think that someone like this wouldn't need to be stealing a binder from a game store. But that's the world we live in. Again, don't just because someone appears to have money or a big collection or something like that, it doesn't mean that they're not trying to rip you off. It doesn't mean that they're not going to, when they think they can get away with it, steal a bunch of crap. So embarrassing, once again, that someone was in there to do something like that. We have the more context here. I think they deleted the original Instagram posts, if I'm not mistaken. I couldn't find it and had the link for it previously, the source here, but it's okay. We have the update from them. And thank you, Piximon and everyone else for sharing this out, documenting it so that it is available. Again, it's nice that they got their binder back. Hopefully it was just a lapse of judgment, like a one-time lapse of judgment by this individual. But you never know. There might be other stores in that area who had the same thing happen. They're missing a binder. Maybe they couldn't identify who it was, but if he's got the same gear on, maybe they don't have great footage or can't see him all that well. Maybe they can. Also, thank you to Relics here for tagging me in it as well. All right, more context. We have Trident Cards who says, we had a theft in our shop which contained all of our high-end alt arts, which we believe valued up to 10,000 European dollarinos. I'm going to say the European dollarinos, and I know there's going to be at least one person that's upset about that, and good on you. You defend your currency. This guy is the culprit who stole it whilst the staff was distracted. We believe he traveled down from Birmingham on a motorbike, CBR 650F, matte black with red stripes. He has come in before to our store in a convertible car with a dog. So, I mean, just the fact that he's got his face on camera, he's on a motorcycle. There's, even if you post in some like motorcycle groups and stuff like that in that area, surely somebody can identify him. It's not a magical thing. And this is also learning lesson for game stores. Make sure you have cameras outside the building. It's good to have them inside the building. That way, if someone breaks in or whatever, but outside the building as well. If there's a vehicle, if it's a break-in, you have footage of anyone that's outside that's maybe helping load up an escape vehicle, a getaway vehicle, if you will. But also just like if he's out there, if he's got plates on his motorcycle or plates on his car from a previous visit, you'd be able to easily track him down. Like that's something that you can give the police and they can immediately track down who it is. And then they just look at the photos of the person that was in there stealing stuff. They're going to ask them, hey, where did someone take your motorcycle and somehow wear a mask that looks like you and all your bike gear and everything else? So very important. Security system needs to be there. And again, like the glass on the shops and stuff like that, it needs to be reinforced. Unfortunately, it needs bars on it, especially in certain areas that are known for break-ins. That's where it comes down. We have Johnny who says, sorry, but how the hell did they not see that? Well, I mean, like clearly he was distracted on the camera. If you guys want to go back and watch that, he was sorting some cards. And that's the thing too. Like someone that's in there all the time or on a regular basis, it's weird. It's weird to think that like someone would do that right in front of you. So no, you're not looking at all times. He also kind of hid it under his book bag. And again, he's going to use some kind of diversion tactic. He's going to hope that you're not paying attention. At the same time, like something like that just can't go missing and then they don't figure it out. That's the biggest thing here. But again, criminals are dumb. And maybe if he's not an all-the-time criminal, he's extra dumb and didn't think that through. I mean, clearly you're not thinking anything through if you're stealing from a game store in general. It's just... There's better ways to make money, guys. Believe it or not. And then, yeah, you're lucky to not get a criminal record if you don't already have one. Chances are, I would say that if you're robbing a game store or if you're stealing from a game store in that manner, you might already have one. All right. We have a little update here because apparently people got confused with what was going on here with multiple binders. But you can tell here that like he owns the other binders. The first one that he puts in that he's kind of hiding and waiting for the person to be turned away is the one that he stole. So we have an update here to clarify, guys. Only the pink binder, which was taken first, was ours, full of alt arts. The other two binders were his that he wanted to trade cards with. We appreciate all the support and the criticism. He stole 10K worth of alt art binder. So yeah. Criticism, I don't think is warranted. You're going to victim blame somebody for like having someone steal stuff from them. Yes, I'm sure they are very aware of the fact that they need to be more careful with that stuff. But at the same time, like how is that like, is that how you work? Is that how you operate? That you think that because someone's not paying attention or because they have valuable items that are accessible by customers that you're allowed to steal them, that it's a free pass or something? Like I don't get the logic there. But yeah, very good point, Pixie. The crime is the person that stole it. Yeah. The shop didn't do anything wrong. They trusted their customers too much. It's a shame that they can't, and it's a shame that they're probably going to go through some sort of process or changes in order to like limit what the customer can look at. And that sucks for everyone that's going in there that's honest, that wouldn't steal a binder from them. I don't know how I need to explain that. I don't know how anyone needs to explain that, but that's pretty much what it comes down to. So we had a little retweet, Pixie retweeting King of Pirates Poke Pops, who says, update, the binder has been returned. The man came back, dropped it off, and ran away afterwards. I don't know. I thought he'd be running away a little bit more, like throw it on the desk and run away. It looks like he tried to plead his case or like apologize, which I think is good. Yes, the pressure was there that like there's no way they weren't going to track this person down. So he basically didn't have any other option. I'm just hoping that it's a learning lesson for him and for others. Anyone that's in the Pokemon community that's seeing this stuff, that's seeing this video, yes, this video is still going to exist, and it should be a learning lesson for everyone. Card shops, you got to be careful. Thieves, you can't thieve. You can't thieve and get away with it. We will do our absolute best to share this stuff on the internet and identify you, whether you're breaking in at night, whether you're stealing stuff, whether you're there during the day. Security cameras, please, for the love of God, get a good security system so that this kind of stuff can be resolved. All right, what else? I guess also for everyone that's watching these videos, not necessarily just this one, but any of the ones that I put out, anyone and everyone that shares that stuff, even if there's a remote chance that it gets this stuff resolved, that it fixes these issues, that like it's going to reduce the amount, it should scare every person out of committing these crimes. I mean, you should be a good enough human being to begin with, that you're not going in there stealing a binder from a card shop. But we are a looming threat to all the thieves out there. Believe it or not, we're going to become one as we grow here, as we extend our reach, as people share this stuff. It makes a huge difference, and it's a shame, especially like. It's embarrassing that people steal from Walmart and it affects everyone. Yet the price is going to go up because they have to accommodate the theft that's involved. But also the fact that it's extra bad when you have people doing this stuff to small game stores, which are usually just a family-run business. They have employees to pay, all this other stuff. And a lot of them struggle to even be profitable and exist, which is a shame because it's a fun spot for people to go in to play. If they want to purchase cards in person, if they want to go in there, trade, battle, whatever they want to do, it's a shame. It's a shame. It's an absolute shame. And people like this are part of the reason that they are going to struggle, because, I mean, even just to be profitable on its own without taking theft into consideration is tough. But when you're adding that into the equation, you now have extra expense that you need extra employees that are paying attention. You need extra expense in terms of security systems. And then you're wasting a whole lot of time if they're breaking into the store. Maybe you're closed down for a period of time. You got to deal with insurance or whoever else. And then you're paying more insurance because they broke into your shop and now you're high risk. It's just all of this stuff. You're throwing an extra huge headache onto somebody that's just trying to run a business. And for what? All right, let's take a look at the footage of him returning the binder. Here he is. He's coming in. He's going to put that bad boy on the table. I don't think we got any audio, which is kind of a shame. Also, if you got security footage, make sure you got audio as well, just in case anyone says something. Whether you're a store, whether you're at like a group event or anything like that. So you see here, he kind of like brings it up to the counter. He tries to explain what's going on. Like, hey, maybe I don't know whether or not he's making up some crap about how he like accidentally did it. It's pretty clear by the footage that you can say almost. You can almost say that he entirely intended to, and it's clear in the footage that was the intention. All right, Trident's Cards says the stolen binder has been returned. I just wanted to say a massive thank you to everyone who shared the post and showed their support during this difficult time for us. As a community, we have stood together for what was right, and the results have shown. Agree 100%. Good on everyone that shared this. Good on everyone that would have shared this if it actually went any kind of distance. Thanks everyone that's sharing of this video or any of the other videos that I put out about the game store thieves, especially the ones where they're breaking in at night, and they can use every bit of help. We've seen a few recently that, it can take some time for the police to put everything together, but it's making a big difference, and it's good to see everyone look after each other that way. It's a great one. We cannot thank you guys enough for this. Thank you all. Per hands, PK style, Trident Cards team. I guess I should follow them. All right. Awesome. That's it, guys. That's pretty much it. Hopefully everyone learned something from this. I think it's still interesting. I think we still need to cover it. And hopefully it didn't happen and won't happen to anyone in a similar manner. But take care of each other out there. Good work. Join the Discord. See you next time. Bye.